Hey y'all, how are you? What's going on? Guys, this is going to be quick because it's Sunday night and I decided I was going to spend most of the weekend with my family. Go figure, right? But I know that there's getting ready to be a couple of lives soon. I think based on what I've seen, phone calls from prisoners getting ready to drop a new call, and I think there's going to be part 2 to that documents, the exclusive documents that Pam is discussing. So I'm excited about both of those. So um I will be in the midst on those two live streams. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I don't know what you guys are doing tonight. I hope that you guys have had a good weekend. I hope that you guys have been doing your little homework, getting caught up on the videos. If you guys missed my last live stream, I did put it down in the description box. So if you're on the replay, make sure to hit that live stream link. Also, there's a link to my playlist of what I've put out so far between my two channels. I know it can be a little bit confusing, but I do the reactions over on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, and we talk about like the tea, the gossip, everything else over here. And when I drop a call, I'll drop it over here. So yeah, so I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I will be in the midst. I'm getting ready to make a little bit of dinner, stuff like that. But I didn't want the whole weekend to go by. I know I dropped something yesterday, but I wanted to come through and just connect the dots on a couple of things. I know that when we saw, if you did not see that document drop, I highly recommend it. I think I talked about it yesterday, possibly when I was live in the morning. Um, I can't even remember at this point. There's so many lives, and honestly, between two channels, it gets to be a lot. But I guess just check the playlist. I think we talked about it maybe yesterday when I did the reaction. Um, I highly recommend that part one drop over on Pam Esquire. It was just so informative. I rewatched it again today. It made me want to just replay a little bit of that bail hearing when they were talking about the new charges back on August 14th, which I ended up doing a live on August 16th when a state attorney or the state came with their argument to Judge Manning regarding what the new additional charges might be. So let's listen to that real quick because I think it's just interesting how, like I said, all of these puzzle pieces start coming together. Even on that call, the call that I dropped yesterday, if you guys have not listened to it, go and watch it. Ernest at one point says to Shirley, he was talking to her about someone at the radio station. He was talking to her about someone who does social media, right? And he said, "You mean that girl that told you the picture of the candles and the ambulance was ghetto?" Okay. Like that would have meant nothing had we not heard about the landlord over to the rental house was like, there's a Rolls Royce, two Harley Davidsons, and an ambulance. And also in the narrative, when they were talking about the girl who's waiting for the Tahoe, and homie brings her an ambulance to drive until he can get her another car. So surely he now, by hook or by crook, I don't know if it's anything. I don't know if that's anything the police are even listening to. But why is it that Ernesto felt it was important to say, "Oh, is that the girl that told you when you took a picture of the candles in the ambulance that that was ghetto?" I was like, "What? It's the ambulance for me. It's the husband. It's your alleged husband. It's your estranged husband throwing you under the bus. For me, it's him putting you in a position where you can't say you didn't know something about something because, girl, you took a photo shoot of your new candle line in the damn ambulance. I mean, does that even make sense, y'all? Go back and listen to that. When he talked about the ambulance, that's the ambulance that was in the narrative of the arrest affidavit. Okay. This is so, sometimes it's like you listen to stuff and then it starts clicking. So let's just listen to this real quick. I'm going to let y'all go because there's a couple of live streams tonight to get into, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow for sure. Okay. I go live first thing in the morning on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, but after that, we will convene here sometime around the lunch hour, and we will talk about all the juicy tidbits, everything that we've heard and learned, and get into these comments. Because you guys, if you're not dropping down to the comments, you're missing out because it's very, very funny. Give me just a second. I want to say hi to everybody. Hey, Erica, Casey, Shonda, India, Blessed, JS, Renaissance, Katina, Cheyenne. I am a whole vibe. Okay. Let's see. Nail Gigi. Hey, boo boo. Mom's the boss. Ebony J. Lonnie. And I think that's it for right now. And if you're on the replay, welcome. Make sure that if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are set. So every time I go live, you will be notified. One quick thing, someone did ask me, it might have been Nail Gigi. Hey, Tanya. Hey, boo boo. How do you share the link? Okay. How do you share a link with someone? Um, Real quick, even though I don't think it goes very well if I share my actual desktop with you. But let's just see if I can. Let me see. I think it ends up looking a little bit weird. I don't think I can share this desktop with you like that. I'll have to take a screenshot of it. If you're not really sure, the person who asked me, I want to, Neil Gigi, it may or may not have been you, but somebody did ask me a StreamYard question. If you want to know how to invite someone to come up to the um, well, I'm trying to share my desktop so I can show you exactly how to do it. I will take a screenshot so I can show you. I just can't, I can share my desktop, of course, but for some reason, it's not going to allow me to show you like this screen. I was just trying to click on this actual screen to show, and it just, I don't know, it's not letting me do it. I probably have to share it as a Google tab rather than I'd have to share it in a different way, and I don't want to do that right now because it's going to mess up what I'm trying to do otherwise. But if you are familiar with StreamYard, there's a ribbon across the bottom where it says mute, start camera, settings, stop screen or screen share, present, and invite. The way to invite and drop the link is literally by clicking the invite button, and it's going to give you a link, and you click on copy, and you can email it, you can Gmail it, you can messenger it, and or you can just copy and paste it and disperse it how you like. It's very simple. And once you do it the first time, you will do it again. I need to share the link to my channel. To that post. I need to share the link to my channel to that post. That's something different. So if you want to share a post on YouTube, you're just going to in YouTube, you're going to click on the share button and create post. If you don't have a community tab yet, that's a whole different situation. But if you hit the share button, it will give you the functionality to actually copy and paste that. I think I understood. You're trying to share the link to your actual video. Is that correct? If that's what you're trying to do, just hit the share button, and it's going to attach it to your clipboard. Then you can do with it what you like. If not, send me an email so I can understand exactly what you're doing, and or do a screenshot of what you're trying to do, and explain, and I'll be happy to. I was going to do like a dedicated like StreamYard question answer, but I got not enough questions. So let's just sit on it for a minute. And as I get more questions, maybe we can do like a 15-20 minute. I don't think it's going to be like a whole entire live. But yeah, absolutely. No problem. So let me share this real quick, you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I just thought that this was interesting. And I'm sure maybe you all have seen this before, but we're not going to watch the whole thing. If you want to watch this, I'm going to drop the link to this video that I'm sharing with you at the moment, and I'm going to pin it, and you can come back to it whenever you want. But this is the part that I want to share. It's a few minutes. I just want you to hear. Just keep in mind, so Pam Esquire shared an arrest affidavit. It was 6 pages, right? 6 or 8 pages. State Attorney Majeski says that the complete narrative on Ernesto is 224 pages. And this is his attorney right here. Hold on. His attorney, Rondon, right here. If you watch this video right after the bail hearing plays, we went over to her LinkedIn. She is a brand new, fresh out of law school attorney, which doesn't mean she's not a good attorney, and that doesn't even mean that's still his attorney. But that's who was representing him at this moment. This young lady here in the top knot, and this gentleman here is the state attorney, and this lady here with the blue backing is I think that might be her clerk. I don't think the assistant district attorney was there on that day. I'm not sure. But let's and then here's Ernesto right here, just in case you didn't know. Let me move this so you can see him. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that does it. Okay. Let's play it real quick because we're running short on time.
Hi, Judge.
Hey, Mr. Majeski.
Kevin Majeski for the state. Yeah, we've been here before on Mr. Williams. I know you know Mr. Williams well at this point, so I am going to skip my normal verbose speech that you've heard a few times now and just cut to the chase. Ms. Rondon and I have actually talked earlier today, and we've talked about Mr. Williams' case on previous occasions as well, Judge. You know his history. There are a few FTAs on his GCIC, NCIC. You know, he's an ANC recidivist. You know everything. He's got a long and checkered history. Goes back to the 80s. Okay. On these cases right here, the state's position, especially since now we have compiled the entire report. We have received it since the last time we were in court here. Hold on, my Zoom just kicked off for some reason. There we go. We've compiled it since the last time we were in court. The narrative on him and all of his cases, it's about 224 pages long. So it's extensive. That includes everything that he is being charged with at this time, and including some things that he hasn't been, but will be taking direct warrants on as well. The state believes that the bonds are appropriate as set, as they are right now, $40,000 on the 152 case ending in 152, and no bond on the case ending in 091. I think in myself and Deputy Winfrey with H-TICE, we've had the opportunity to meet about this case since the last time that we have been in this court as well. So we have a generalized plan going forward. We just need to figure out how we want to structure the indictments. Can be anywhere 3 right now, most likely, and then get it done, Judge. That's where we're at right now.
I thought, were there going to be some more CWAC charges, or is this it?
Come on
in, booth 2 north, booth 2. Come on in. Either come in and have a seat, or get out of the booth. 1 or 2 choices. Go ahead.
Oh, pretty much everything is as it's going to be right now. The only new charges, unless they find some new evidence, and I can tell you they are going through some additional stuff right now.
Sure.
So I should say I'm not sure at this point. Okay. To be completely honest with you, but I do know that they have a search warrant that they were doing, that they're executing on an item of evidence at this time. So there may be, but everything's moving forward in the way that we had anticipated it going forward thus far, Judge. We're on track.
All right. And how much are you asking for?
Right now, 60 days.
I mean, how much on each count?
Did I miss the part when they said that the narrative was 224 pages?
Oh.
I just.
Oh, you asking for continuance from 60 days?
Okay, let me
No. State believes that the bonds are appropriate as set. CIC, NCIC, you know, he's an ANC
for 8,000 a piece or per charge, so a total of 20.
Hey,
so someone asked, Mom the boss says, is this still the same judge? So I guess there's a couple of judges in play, because keep in mind, this is a bail hearing. And then when he went to court, I think that based on one of the documents, I saw a completely different name. So there's going to be different judges. So I'm sure that different judges have different functions, you know, within the system. So that's interesting. Call out. So that's just something maybe to observe. I just thought it was interesting because in August of 23, everyone's always asking for what's new, what's happening now. What was new and what was happening at the moment in August when he was at this particular bail hearing for the new charges. This was what the state attorney had to say. That's just what I wanted to kind of replay at this moment. But I dropped the link to this video, and you're welcome to replay this at any point. Like I said, down in the description box is the live I think I did yesterday. I think that's the one. And then also the playlist is up to date. So I just wanted to, this was just a real quickie. There's plenty of good stuff playing tonight on this topic. So check them out. Phone Calls from Prison, I think, is dropping something like maybe now. So that's where I'm going to be. And then after that, I think, I'm not sure what the time is of the drop, but if I'm not in the chat, I'm definitely listening. Cause I might be like in bed or watching it on the big screen. So I might not be chatting. But Pam Esquire put up that she's posting something. So I'm very interested in, what she's got to post. So those are two channels that I'm watching. And ones that I recommend. So if you are checking those out tonight, then I will see you either in the bushes or in the chat. I'm getting ready to go make myself some dinner, but that was part of what I wanted to play. Just keep in mind, the narrative of what the state has put together is over 200 pages. Okay. And then also, we'll talk about everything else. It's just the ambulance, the liquid Viagra, like so many different things that have come up. So you guys, let's talk all about it tomorrow. I may do a reaction to Phone Calls from Prison in the morning on Love Lies and Lace Front. So make sure that you're um subscribed, and we'll talk about some of those things. We'll talk about pretty much everything tomorrow. Okay. All right. Take care. Have a good evening. Hit the like button for me, and I will see you guys next time. Okay. Take care. Have a good evening, guys.